Hey, what's up everyone? We are back in the shred yard for episode 4, and if you saw the first 3 episodes, we built 3 berms and 2 rollers. Today we're going to continue to build some berms, so the first thing we'll do is get on our bikes and figure out where those berms should be built and just figure out where that natural line should be. Yo! So I think this berm should be farther down. Because now that we open this up, we're carrying way more speed through here, so I think we got to bank it off of right here. We'll use this tree as like the backbone. Maybe we'll attach some logs to it, and then we'll push the dirt kind of into it. We'll carry a ton of speed through there. So after vigorous testing efforts, we determined to build a small left-hand berm here in the middle. And then the second berm originally was going to be built here, but after riding through it a bunch, we really didn't need it in this spot. We needed it further down the trail. So that's why it's so important to ride and get a feel of the trail before you build anything. So the first step was to gather some logs and branches and build up a little wall that would hold the dirt. We won't be riding on top of these logs, so it's not load bearing or anything. It's just meant to hold the dirt in front of the tree there in the middle. So once we secured the top logs, we stacked a bunch underneath, and it's actually a pretty solid wall once everything is jammed in there. So once that was done, we brought in all the dirt. That doesn't look right. I think we pushed this thing to the limit. Before we move any dirt, we gotta fix this. All right, so we just ran to Home Depot. We got a replacement wheel here. Hopefully it fits, and let's see how long this takes to fix. Well, as you can see, we got this thing put on there. I really don't know if this is the right way to do it, but it seems pretty solid, and let's give her a little test run. Well, we got all of the dirt piled up against the logs in that tree, and basically now we're just gonna shape it until this thing is formed, and then we'll pack it and then shred this thing. All right, we got it shaped in, packed down nicely. I'm pretty stoked on this thing. And next thing we'll do is we'll water it, pack it again, water it, pack it again, and then this thing will be ready to ride. Okay, so now that we got that first berm complete, we're gonna focus on the smaller one here. And our plan is to actually stake a log into the ground, use that as like the back of it, and then we'll pile dirt on top of that. And it's just gonna send you really good into that next berm that we already built. So we gotta go search the forest for a log and see what we can find. So last fall, the power company came through and cut down a bunch of these trees because they were creeping onto the power lines here. And they left quite a bit of their debris, which I'm kind of surprised at. So we're gonna search through here and find a log that would fit our little berm. And eventually we'll cut all this up and use this for firewood or maybe even some features on the trail. It's gotta be bigger than that. Oh, Sprinter van. I think that's gonna be our next purchase. All right, anyways, I think I found a log. We'll clean this up, we'll take the branches off of it. I think we got a winner here. All right, so as you can see, as we make this slight left, this is where that berm will be built. So we're gonna fill in the dirt, and then we'll stake it into the ground as well. And then that will set you up way down there. All right, so now we're gonna take these stakes I just made, and we'll pound these into the backside here, get the log locked in place. So another idea I had was to put a triangle cut log on the ends. That way it kind of cleans it up a little, but I'm gonna dig this out a little bit and then attach it into there. And then we'll fill this in with dirt, pack it down, and call it good. Berm's working out good, trails are getting really fast, and what do you think?
Fun.
Today was awesome. We got so much work done. We worked our butts off. I even got a ride in at the local trail, so that was good. And the best way to end a day like today is to make some beer brats. So let's show you how we do this. Now there's a few different ways you can cook brats. I usually start with the onions, saute them up with a little garlic and butter. Then I'll take the brats, throw them in that same pot. Got the Johnsonville Party Pack. Then we're gonna throw a couple, 2-3 brewskis in there. You can use any kind of brewski you want. A lot of people do IPAs or dark beers. I throw whatever's in the back of the fridge in there. Throw a little crushed red pepper in there as well. Then we'll let those boil about 10 to 12 minutes. That's a beautiful shot. We're gonna let this play out a little bit. So once these are fully cooked, we're gonna take them out to the grill, and all we're gonna do is just brown them up. So rotate them every couple minutes. This part isn't gonna take long, and that's pretty much the last step. A lot of people will take them back to that beer broth and serve them from there. And then you can take your onions, set them on top of the brat. If you got sauerkraut, throw it on there as well. I'll top mine off with some ketchup and mustard. And from there, it's time to dig in. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave any comments below. We'll see you in the next episode.